Cobra la 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 la.
And we're live. Mama Mamba. This is the Chaplain Sisters Motorpod. This is the podcast centered around the vehicles, playsets, and even trailers of the G.I. Joe, a real American hero toy line from 1982 to the present day. And with me, as always, is
Casey from Podcast from the Pit.
And joining us today for the 100th Missal Spectacular, returning, it's
Wes, a.k.a. Joe Hunter 73.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Wes, on this. There we go. Oh, and we already got people. This is a live stream. Normally, we do Missals as recordings, but this is a special one. It is a live stream. So with us, we have some studio audience. We have Wreckship 85. So he's going to be watching Fantastic Four.
Oh.
At the start.
He
should be, yeah.
Okay.
So he should be here in a few, hopefully.
And then we got Yorktown Joe.
What's up, Yorktown?
Hey, Yorktown.
And then new to the chat is Ronnie from Down Under.
Hi, mate.
What's up, Ronnie?
Ronnie. Oh, my gosh. And we're going down to G.I. Jokers joining us. Wow, this is a great showing.
What's up, Steve?
Really happy to see everybody joining in, going in. So, wow, welcome to the show. Welcome to the 100th Missal. And usually, do we want to talk about, let's say, new things we got in over the last week or so?
I mean, I just got a bunch of classified. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Wes, did you get anything over the last week or?
No, I did get Wilhelm sent me another hailstorm that I won off one of his little giveaways on his channel.
Cool.
Nice.
So if you were on his channel and you were doing the hashtags during the chat, he was giving away a lot of stuff. So I got a gray hailstorm.
Well, you also
That's
got,
awesome.
And thank you. You got me somebody to tune in live tonight. Yorktown Joe is courtesy of you, Wes. And then, actually, speaking of Delta 17, Joe Ricondo posted a couple things up on the old Facebook for sale. So I picked up this little microphone. So I now have two complete Cobra Mamba Royal Guards because they're the best.
Yeah, they are cool.
And
You
then,
Go ahead.
and then he also had I misplaced it at the moment, but I needed this Super Trooper gun. So he had a Super Trooper gun and a helmet. And the problem is this Super Trooper is not nice enough for the helmet or the gun that I bought off of him. So I really need to get another Super Trooper. But yeah, that completed that. That was my do things. And then we also have, to timestamp this Missal, it is San Diego Comic-Con 2025.
Lots of cool stuff showing off
Jim?
there.
Jim Mill, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. Oh, and Ronnie's wishing you a belated happy birthday,
Thank
Wes.
you. Thank you.
And then G.I. Joker's having fun as always. So yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. You guys order anything over the nothing?
No, I just paid off my toy card. It's at a zero balance, so I'm itching to use it, but I'm not going to. I'm waiting.
All right, yeah. I when Super 7 went live with their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives like a day early, so I was able to go all in on everything they had on. Not sure if I'm going to go for all the Zartans, but I'm thinking I'm going to be happy with just the one I got from Super 7, and I got the bats with the bomb strap from issue 53. So
That's cool.
Did you? So going back to your Royal Guard, did you see on Instagram Black Major apparently is going to be doing Royal Guards?
No, did not see that.
Lots of different paint apps. We'll see how they turn out, but Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. No, he always does nice homages, and he fills a market that nobody else. Well, he kind of got Super 7 doing it now, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yep. There was a void. Avoid
the noid. So, all right. Well, pleasantries out of the way. I think it's time. If you saw the media blitz for this missile, normally I don't do a lot of media to promote this. I do like one thumbnail like a day or two after it comes out, but this is a live stream. It's a big number. Before we get into the Mamba, so Wes, you're the guest. Do you have any favorite missiles of this podcast that you memorable or?
I'll actually. I was thinking about this the other day. So I started listening on Spotify several years ago when I was traveling for work, and in the evenings, because I don't listen to a lot of music on my road trips for work. And I was so being in Texas, this current job, I had to travel to Louisiana, so a lot of windshield time, right? So I listened to my sports radio station out of Dallas, and they do a lot of bits and jokes and stuff like that. It's not all sports, so it's a good listen all day long. So when they go off the air at 7, I try to find a cigar shop. And in this particular town, they didn't have one. So I was like, well, I'll just smoke outside in the sultry Louisiana humidity. And I was like, oh, let me click on Chaplin's here and see what he has to offer. And so I started listening, and you turned me on to one of the vehicles you did, and I can't remember the name of it. It came out in 97 or 87. It was that Cobra jetpack.
Oh, yeah. The jetpack.
Yeah.
It has a really complex,
they thought hard on
an
that
acronym name. Yeah, it's called the jetpack.
Yeah, I listened to it, and because before, in 87 was the last year I was really into Joe, kind of faded out a lot. But I was like, you know what? Joburg sold me on their Buzzbore on one of their Play Motions. They sold me on a couple other items as well on their Play Motions. Okay. But you sold me on the on that jetpack. I was like, yeah, I need to go find a jetpack, and I found one on Macari for complete for I think it was $15. It was great. I was like, oh, wasn't missing a missile or anything, and it's cool. Oh, it's really nice. Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's underrated. I think for a cheap toy. But just real quick, just to keep up with some people really just joining in, we got 73 Lair Bear coming in.
What's up, Lair Bear?
And then we got Jetman. GI Jetman.
Jeremiah, good to see you, buddy.
And Yorktown Joe got his claw arrived.
Nice.
And Breaker.
That claw looks good. Yeah. I'm gonna blame my recent classified pickups where the blame should go. Wreck Ship 85. I'm just saying, 100% his fault.
Peer pressure and FOMO provided by Wreck Ship 85. Now, Casey, you've been my co-host for a while now. Yeah. Do you have any favorite missiles that either you listen to or?
It was a special missile because you started off by saying you're doing it for me. The maggot. I love that. It was great. I was shocked. I was just like, wow. I sent him, just, hey, do the maggot. He does it. I'm like, that's awesome. And it was great. I loved it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. And joining us now is Peter Moline.
Hey, Peter.
So this is good. Good. I'll just say my favorite missile that nobody's listened to is missile number 10. It's the Vamp. I'm really happy with all the research I did on that one. And it is no download city. But it's also weird too, because Started this podcast on Anchor over 4 years ago, and now it got bought by Spotify. And during the 4 years, my download counts, I can't keep track. I don't know. I have to spread it out amongst 3 services. So I have no idea what I'm really getting for listenership anymore. It's not as convenient as from what I hear, other podcasting broadcastings. So, but yeah, no, it's been 4 years, and it's all led to this, as Confucius kind of sort of something said to the fact of every journey begins with a single step, and it's gotten me here. It's gotten us here. Thank you for joining. And now I think it's time to break down into tonight's subject. 1987's Cobra Manta.
What? Mamba. Not Manta.
Mamba.
Did I say Mamba?
You said Manta.
I said Manta.
Oh my God. I'm looking at it right here too. I got the Mamba right in front of me.
I was like, did I prep for the wrong thing? I didn't prep.
No, the Manta was my good buddy Sal, who did these nice shirts that we're all wearing tonight. So yeah, link in description below. DM me for details on social media. The 1987 Cobra Mamba was invited on, and we kind of reached out because when you have a guest, yeah, what do you feel like talking? And he's like, the Mamba.
Liquid hot Mamba.
Well, we've been talking about doing this with Wes since he got
Christmas.
his Mamba in the box. Yeah.
It's Christmas.
And everything just aligned on 100.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So before we really I brought up thank you to 3D Joes for excellent scans, easy to share.
Yep.
Got some more things to share, so it's going to be back and forth, and we will do our best because this will be released as an audio episode as well. Oh, yeah. Joe Hunter is
showing that box off. Look at him.
I need no 3D Joes tonight.
Yes, but no. Yeah, so yeah, there you go.
That is beautiful.
That's a sweet box.
Different visor.
That is true.
Oh, do you think we might talk about that, Wes?
We'll get to
it. For sure.
So
I'm gonna act like I spotted it.
There you go.
Actually, so one of my common resources when I do Ronnie. So Ronnie, Mamba Italiano. So, but before we really get going into it, so using Creating G.I. Joe, which is when I got this book, it was 3 3/4 Joe by Dan Klingensmith. All sorts of yummy information. This is volume number 1. So David Kunitz is the designer for the Mamba.
He was at the DFW G.I. Joe toy show.
Yep. And then we got Mark Pennington did the Gyro Viper.
Good choice.
Yeah, Mark Pennington, he's been at, Joe Fest. He's also, I found out, coming to the North Haven, Connecticut show in October.
Cool.
So get to hang out with him again. So the Mamba 1987 doesn't really have any name, no alternate names. And really, this is one of those things that G.I. Joe was the designers of it. They were really into Popular Mechanics magazine. And actually, I'm going to unshare this screen. I'm going to bring up something that I found because what was that?
Inspirato. They needed some inspiration. So what's better than to dive into Popular Mechanics back then? Missing nose or a rubbed off nose, Ronnie? Yep.
So I'm gonna bring up some sketches. So while you guys just talk while I bring.
Hey, what's up?
I love the Gyro Viper.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a few extra and put them in my fangs, but they don't line up right.
I haven't even tried.
This is the best I can tell. This is from like late 1950s, early 1960s.
Wow.
This is the Advanced Air Mobile Artillery Weapon. I've seen this image before. I've looked. I spent more time than I care to admit looking for that. This is something I think could have inspired the Mamba.
Yeah,
but
that almost looks like a mask vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like the Switchblade. You got 2 pods on either side of a giant like artillery cannon.
That's really
and it's
cool.
held by 2 rotors that are in the same plane. They're not intersecting.
Yep.
But you have that angular features, and I thought it was interesting. I thought this was probably a good inspiration for the Mamba.
So where the rotors were on that, go back to that picture real quick if you can. Think of who has it? What's up, Shark Eyes?
What's up, Adam?
He's in the chat. No, but so on that picture where those rotors were, it almost looks like maybe the Osprey, where they developed the Osprey, where the rotors are on each side like that. Even though they tilt, this one doesn't look like it would tilt, but that's kind of what makes me think of the Osprey a little bit, the way those rotors are.
It makes me think of the Fang too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Fang 2 would be out in 1989.
Yeah.
Catching me a little off guard, so I'm not prepared for that.
This should be a Delta 17 thing right here.
Well, yeah. Well, Delta 17's working on the Hind D.
We already got a little glimpse of the Hind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be awesome.
I kind of tinkled when I saw that picture this morning. Got so excited.
It was I will say, it was a very exciting.
Unexpected, too. Like, whoa, we got it.
Well, and it sounds like he's going to have a prototype at Joe Fest 2026.
Yep.
So I'm going to be super fanboying over that.
Made out of papier-mâché.
Which,
I don't think they're going to do it out of that.
No.
Ed's already got Podcast from the Pit down for a table next year.
Yes, we got places to sit again and hang out. Love it.
So you may reach out.
Oh, Casey, I'm gonna have to talk to you later because I haven't really talked to Ed since Joe Fest. So
okay,
and early access wristbands, Casey. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Gaz joined as well as Adam. Yep.
What's up, Gaz?
So yeah, all right. So who wants to go for cover box description? You know, Wes, you got it in front of you. Do you want to do the box description for the front of the box?
All right, so we're looking at the box here, and your second year that we are now into the digital background explosion, and I'm assuming that as a child we were actually now used to that now. Kind of took an adjustment in '86 when that happened, and on the box we have the Gyro Viper piloting. We got one of the pods ejecting, exploding out, basically showing that play feature with a Viper in it. And then we have a Techno Viper in the other pod. And one of the guns is blazing. We got a bomb that's dropping. None of the missiles are actually shooting. It just shows that bomb dropping. And Cobra Mamba, weapons do not shoot. We got the Live the Adventure, and you can see it on there too. I still got the Live the Adventure campaign sticker on there.
All these years later, you're still living the adventure.
Yep. And mine is a little bit where the tape is, but yeah, includes Cobra Pilot Gyro Viper, swivel arm battle grip. Yeah, that's what it says there. Other figures sold separately. See back panel for actual size. So on the back, with this type of cardboard, which is a thicker cardboard than we got on some of the other boxes. We didn't get a picture. We got a drawing, which to me, I never always wanted the picture of it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, there we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
sure
yeah,
can.
the downside on that part is like you don't get the detail as you would with an actual picture. But I mean, we get the visual in the front, right? Which way do I need to go here?
Oh, you're good.
And
you do know I got 3D Joes on the other side.
I know you can go back to that. I'm going to read some of the stuff on the back here. So on the back of the box, it has Cobra Mamba GI Joe, a Cobra Command weapon. I never noticed it saying that before on some of the other boxes. Cobra Command weapon. Always ready to inflict its fatal strike. This supersonic twin rotor attack helicopter has a dual surprise, detachable flight pods with opening canopies. And then on the left side, we got sturdy construction for rugged play. You take that with a grain of salt, people. Removable.
Oh no, I think this thing's sturdy.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
Removable engine cover, counter rotating rotors. Say that 3 times fast. Rotating rotors. Main bomb and dropping mechanism. Super realistic detail. 4 removable missiles. 4 removable main missiles. And that one part is out. So bomb release.
Bomb release levers.
Enclosed are top secret blue something. It's scratched off. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. And then you got the right stamp of 1987 Hasbro Inc., Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The figure was made in Hong Kong. I don't know how many flag points. 5 flag points.
5 flag points. Yeah.
5 flag points are cut out. And then on the sides, it's just your normal. You do get the picture on the side of the box there, so that's cool. And with the actual picture of the Gyro Viper.
Yep.
And other side, so is just your cardboard. But yeah, and looking at the box versus what we got with the actual Mamba, it looks pretty much, because sometimes we would get that prototype on there, but everything looks pretty legit, except for we'll get to the figure.
All right.
The figure's awesome.
Yeah, so Jim Meal is commenting that it was one of the few vehicles he held on to from childhood.
Nice.
It took him a while to complete, and he just recently got the last rotor for it. So
nice.
So my rotor knob is also hand activated.
Leave it to Adam.
So when I was looking into that, so the knob, it was originally designed to be like the button on the Dragonfly, but they found that the rotors were whipping around so fast, it was like, nope, can't do this anymore. Kids are going to get hurt.
That's a shame.
And Adam's reminding everybody he's married, so he has his rotor knob has a dedicated pair of hands. Oh, geez. Wow. So Wes mentioned, he commented on the last Missal 99 of the flag. He's like, oh, yeah, you guys need to swear more. John's like, yeah, you totally should.
Man, John's awesome.
So, all right. So with the box out of the way, we got the picture of the Gyro Viper on the front of the box, noticeably with a nose cutout, which was on the original Mark Pennington design for the blast shield.
With the blast shield down, how am I supposed to see?
Right. So
use the force.
Yeah. Well, before we talk about the figure, let's talk about the character of the Gyro Viper, and I'll read the file card. So we get codename Gyro Viper, Mamba Driver. The coordination necessary to pilot a helicopter is akin to operating a yo-yo with your left hand while spinning a pie plate on the tip of your right index finger while you're balancing full glasses of water on top of your feet. Piloting an attack helicopter in combat is like doing all of that while riding a 12-point buck through the woods in the middle of hunting season. Mamba pilots have to be pretty nervy just to get through the training program. And to quote, attack helicopters come in two varieties: bigger, heavily armored, slower ones, and smaller, faster ones with no armor at all. Mambas fall into the latter category. Gyrovipers tend to be fast, decisive thinkers with a self-assured confidence in their flying skills. And they don't look back. Case, you got any impressions on the Gyroviper from that reading?
You know, gotta have a lot of courage, I guess. But as you know, we said it 100 times. There is no OSHA for Cobra, so nothing's really safe.
So, Casey, you want to read what Ronnie just wrote? Yeah, some of these file cards sound like Hillbilly Harper wrote them. Another guest a few episodes back. Yeah.
This doesn't sound like a file card written by Larry Hama.
Yeah, and what's missing from this one for Hillbilly Harper is the Gyroviper did not stop at the fourth oldest Waffle House. So, but yeah, the Gyroviper. So when I very rarely do I watch other people's reviews of a vehicle, but I was really trying to nail down that image earlier of the 1950s image, because I would have thought Hooded Cobra Commander found it. So I'm scrolling through his video really quick. He did a sketch based on balancing the water, doing the pie plate, doing the yo-yo.
That's awesome.
And he does that, and then he reads the part about riding the 12-point buck, and he's like, nope. So I really miss Brian. That was comedy gold. So Brian, if you're listening, miss you, and you had a good one. But all right, so let's talk about the figure itself. Not the greatest picture on 3D Joe's because he has his blast shield helmet on it, but the Gyroviper is essentially a very realistic pilot in a sense. Mark Pennington designed him. Yes, Casey, where's your Gyroviper? Yeah, we're all hanging out with the Gyroviper. So he's got like a khaki flight suit. He's got red piping for pressurization. He's got brown boots, brown gloves. He's got a dagger on the inside of his right ankle. He's got, I don't know what you would call the purple, like Hans device.
No, it's a life vest. It's a
life vest.
Yeah, inflatable.
Life vest.
Whatever they call them in the Navy, that the pilots wear on their G suit.
Okay, it's got silver paint apps for the straps on that. His head is basically like a purple armored balaclava, and he's got a painted face with a nose that likes to get rubbed, and black eyes and black eyebrows. And he has like a little molded like mouthpiece over the balaclava.
Almost looks like he has like he's wearing headphones over his ears.
Okay, yep.
And it's a little bit of detail that, yeah, he's got some detail, like some trim up here.
This one's got a unibrow.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, they're all unibrows.
Yep. There you go. Yeah.
Little bit of detail on the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're great figures. Like I said, I wanted to get them for my fangs, but they didn't work out.
Yeah. No, they're too big for the Fang. Yeah. We talked about that on the Fang episode. Yeah. The I like you guys said, this is probably like to me a top tier figure because it just the sculpting is top notch. The paint apps and the details are top notch. Oh, and I forgot about his map on his right thigh. Now, other interesting fact about the map is supposed to be of Purdue University. It's supposed to be Indiana for Purdue.
Wasn't it the same on Wild Weasel?
No, Wild Weasel was Cleveland, Ohio for Kenner.
Kenner. Yeah, that's right.
Because they were supposed to be bombing Kenner.
Yeah.
Kenner was Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. It was Ohio.
Now I got two Vipers, two Gyro Vipers, and one has red stripes down the piping on both of his legs. The other one does not.
Oh yeah, you get that missing paint app. Yep.
And it doesn't look like I don't think that's a rub off. I think that's just a missed paint app.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, and then I guess we'll just do the helmet really quick. His one accessory, it is a red helmet with a silver visor. And if you've seen Star Wars and you've seen Luke wear the helmet to practice lightsabering and feeling the Force, yeah, you've seen this helmet.
And it's a snug helmet. Very
it
snug.
is. And speaking of that, bring back up Ronnie's comment. The fact that 3D Joe's example has his helmet on goes to show that even 3D Joe's has one with a rubbed off nose.
Yep.
And then the Lilith, welcome Lilith to the show. Similar to the MiG pilots to the Soviet Union through the Cold War. Jim Meal also has some rubbed off Ronnie noses. And Gaz has something, I don't know, maybe you guys get the reference. Can the Mamba beat Blue Thunder over the streets of downtown LA on a brisk summer morning? Is that a Blue Thunder a movie?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It also became a TV show that didn't last too long, but I would take the Mamba over the Blue Thunder. I would not take Airwolf over the Blue. I would take Airwolf over the Blue. Over both.
Mamba.
All right. So Gyro Viper, I think we've got him down top tier, awesome dude.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to the Prince of Blue, the Blueprints. We got 15 little talking points about the toy itself. So, oh my gosh, this is a big blueprint for a small screen. So,
in all actuality, it's for the size of the aircraft. It is it's one page of instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much most of the Mamba was intact right out of the box. The only thing that you're putting together are the pods. They're in two pieces, and then you put the windshields on, and then the rotors and the engine cover.
Okay.
And that's it. It's very simple.
Oh yeah, because it had the mechanics in it. Yeah.
Yep.
So Ronnie just would like to add, he loves the Gyro Viper's coloration. If he spilt his coffee, you wouldn't notice the stain.
But they wouldn't spill it because they can bounce it on their feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Cobra would have invested in a Stanley Cup?
Maybe.
So, all right, let's start with the blueprints. We get point number 1, the laser enhanced HUD, head up display. And so it's pointing to basically what would be stickers on all 3 red canopies where your character is kind of sort of looking out of. Oh, look at that. Toy Hack stickers. Wes is flexing on all of us right now. Then we get to the Serpentor, in quotes, 9mm RRF, rapid rate of fire machine guns. So those are the little 2 red machine guns under each pod. We get point number 3, the FLIR, forward-looking infrared radome. So that must be something hidden underneath the front of the pods. I don't see anywhere else for that. And that's where it's pointing to on the blueprints, and the blueprints is what I go by. We get number 4, the Thrasher. Layered. I didn't know it was you. I can't do that justice. I'm not the full force. Layered epoxy counter rotating rotors. So, all right. So I think this is a good time as any to talk about the tilted rotors on the Cobra Mamba. Now, the Cobra Mamba's rotors, if you turn the knob, they turn in opposite directions. So one rotor is turning clockwise, one rotor is turning clockwise. They intermesh at an angle. This has actually been done in real helicopters in the past. They are called synchrocopters. And Wes is playing with his...
It would have been so much easier if they did go back with the Dragonfly little hammer button thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a lot harder.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to ask Wes, we haven't gotten to this point of the toy itself, but how tight are your rotors on those posts?
Up here, you mean?
Yeah, like can you turn them by hand, or are they clipped on tight and they're kind of tight?
No, I can turn them by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I got mine, so anybody on the audio is totally missing out because we're just showing our Mambas on the screen. But yeah, so it's like mine just flops in the wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the great thing about them is the fact that they were designed to be removable. At least that's the way I think it is. But I think the problem is too, it's red plastic syndrome. So the red plastic fatigues on the clips. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But yeah. So anyway, so the rotors spin, one rotor spins clockwise, one rotor spins counterclockwise. It's a synchrocopter, and this is the design. So 2 rotors means more lift, but also because they're going at opposite directions, no tail rotor is necessary.
Mine spins pretty good.
Yeah. Which way do you turn it? Do you turn it counterclockwise or clockwise?
I turn right.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Clockwise works better for me here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my rotors aren't even spinning. They're just the hubs are going like this. This is my cleaner of my 2 Mambas. My other one is like brown.
I don't know if it's just because it's dated, but possibly when they were brand new out of the box, right? They were tighter. Mm-hmm. It was probably easier to spin when you throttled that knob. And it's very flimsy right now. Nice, Jetman.
Jetman had the Mamba when he was a kid.
But it's a big vehicle. Like it's almost as big as the Night Raven as far as length goes. It's not as heavy, but
it's a little bit shorter than the Night Raven.
Yeah, but
a little bit shorter.
When you're a kid, thing's huge. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Well, when you ask your paramour that, hey, would you like to check out my Mamba? The first thing they think of is this 1987 G.I. Joe toy. It's like, oh my gosh, I loved having my Mamba as a kid. I would love to play with your Mamba. So anyway, all right. So we go to number 5, the detachable Molt. That's the Mamba Offensive Light Tactical Attack Pods. So the attack pods have a name. They're the Molt. I love it. It's an acronym. It's kind of a forced acronym, but it works with the snake theme. I love it. I love the name of Molt. And doing research for this, I did not look at this. So this is my first time reading the blueprints, even though I have a set in my collection. I was more worried about finding a 1950s Popular Mechanics article than anything else. So, All right, we get to the 6. Oh, Wes has taken off his molt. Now,
So-
Wes, all right, let's talk about the molt for a second.
Yeah.
How would you play with that?
This thing can't fly. It's fly like it's gonna be like the Cobra jetpack. There is no they have some lines on here possibly to make for some type of flap, but I don't think that's what those are. And I don't know. And on the bottom here, those 6 holes almost can act like those are thrusters, so it can land. And it can come down like that and land. You shut off your aft burner, and you're just basically like a dart, and come in like this to basically, your thrusters are firing to basically land safely. I did like how G.I. Joeberg in one of their play motions, basically these acted like suction cups, and they stuck onto the mobile command center and then lifted it off. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I would probably, if I was a kid, in my head canon, these were most likely a last ditch effort to annihilate something on the ground at GI Joe, and then the whoever's piloting it would eject into a parachute before they kamikaze into a mauler or something.
But Casey, I'll let you. Can you re-explain Cobra's safety policy?
There is no safety policy.
Yeah, there's no parachutes, Wes.
No.
It's a kamikaze weapon. That's how I would play with it.
Yeah.
Casey,
Don't let
how
Sunbow fool you. There's no parachutes.
I think if there was any sympathy in the Cobra ranks, you would have bats in these pods.
True.
So you can put a bat in the pods, have the weapons being controlled by the gyro viper in the main canopy or in the main body. And then when it's ready, use them as like you dagger them down, and then the bats get out and they start terrorizing the battlefield.
It just doesn't look as cool with both pods ejected. It's not a cool design after that.
I was gonna say, for the audio people, you need to read Ronnie's last 2 posts. It's killing me.
Jeez, Ronnie. Ronnie says he doesn't have a mamba, and he sits down to pee. And then he followed up with another gem of, show us the tip of your mamba, Wes. Just the tip. But bringing us back to the topic at hand, we got the Lilith. Thank you, Lilith, for getting this back on track. He uses the pod as an ejection system if the mamba or ejection system if the mamba is badly damaged. So that is that's good. Yeah. So anybody in the chat, want to sound off on things we're talking about, go right ahead. We will eventually read them.
In my headcanon, the reason I got 3 gyro is I think you can attack with all 3. I believe 100% that's what they're for, and that's awesome. 3-on-1. They're gonna take down whatever they're fighting.
Just glad they didn't design it like the Cobra Stun, a helicopter that had things that just went like that.
I love the stun too.
I do too.
Yeah, the stun. Yeah. Yeah, this there's enough. Well, let's get to the next step. Talking about the molts. Let's see, where did I leave off? Number 6, the advanced lifting body aerodynamic fuselage. So that's just the body of the Mamba.
It is very sleek when you look at it, like either like this way. It's thin, it's low profile, right, or even head on.
Yeah, it's low and wide.
Yes, low, wide, and long.
So we get to number 7, the Nemesis anti-tank mini missiles.
If you look at the blueprints, that's not how that looks. It doesn't look, that looks fat. It's not, you know, when you look at it head on.
So
compared to that.
Right.
So anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's an industry, we call it do not scale drawing.
Yeah, but the blueprints were always pretty accurate. They just missed that one.
Well, when they 1980 photoshopped it in, they squished it.
They did squish it. All right, continue.
Okay. Where was it? The Nemesis anti-tank mini missiles. There's what? There's a bunch of them. There's like four little missiles, red, molded in solid red.
Yeah.
Then we get to 8, the Diablo supersonic air-to-air missiles. Those are the larger double-pronged missiles.
I think the aerodynamics with the forward facing is going against the air, but you know, Cobra makes it work that way, I guess.
Yes. The one thing is I wish I had like 4 fins on each one. Yeah. But I mean, they really packed these missiles on the side of the Mamba.
They tend to pop off if you mishandle it right.
Yep.
If you just breathe on it.
Yeah.
So we get to number 9, the laser ranging target designation computer.
9 times.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the purple body behind the pod.
Just right there.
Yeah, just right there next to the missiles. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, yeah, you got a radar. That's good. Something for the Joes to take out during the dogfight. We get the number 10, the titanium alloy dual rotor heads. So that's the little pieces of red plastic that can be found broken. So that's these, the tabs. I just took off my rotors because it was easier to handle.
Yeah.
We get number 11, the Servotox NT58 turbo shaft engine. So yeah, you have this little black engine cover that comes off.
Yep.
And then you get a nice view of the engine. I love the engines on this. I've always thought that, G.I. Joe toys are customizers' dream. Oh, let's see. Oh, and Lilith is mentioning that a Python Patrol Mamba would be pretty sleek.
Yeah, I've seen a Tiger Force one, and it is freaking fantastic.
I like Tiger Force, but Python Patrol, this thing would be absolutely badass. Python Patrol.
It would be.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Good call, Lilith.
Let's see. Number 12, the Smash sensor system, Mamba, air suppression and heat reduction, noise eliminator. So basically, that is the muffler. So, and then we get to number 13, the flared support fuselage tail section. So again, there's no tail rotor. So, and the way this thing is out, so I'm really surprised they didn't go with like a Greek name like Cerberus, like having 3 heads or something. But this has basically 2 tails, like like that World War II plane. Oh gosh,
P-38.
Yes. So kind of like a P-38. Yep. And then we get to 14, the vertical horizontal stabilization rudders. So they're a little curved.
Yeah. It's really cool. It really makes this aircraft, finishes it off right.
Yeah, and then I'm only reading 15 because I said it in the beginning, and 15 is the picture, official GI Joe battle insignia specifications,
That's
aka
fine.
where to put your stickers.
So, real quick, they're missing two things on here. Do you know what they are? They didn't call them out.
Take it away, Wes. What did they miss?
The bomb that's underneath,
Yep.
okay? And unless I missed it, what's this guy?
Oh, those little bombs that are on the side.
Yeah, that has a lever that you flip.
No, the
Yeah.
lever wasn't the. Oh yeah, that's right. There's three.
Basically,
Yes.
all it does is like flick it off. I mean, instead of letting your finger do the work, it. So yeah, it's they didn't call out this thing, and the little levers right here, and then the bomb. There's a lever for that right here that releases it, which,
Yep.
yeah, it's got a claw. A claw.
Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, we got to be careful with the innuendos because Ronnie is we got to stop giving Ronnie more ammunition. He's gonna be all turned up when we finally close this live stream out, and his starts at so we started at 9, his starts at 10:30. So right now in another 38 minutes, it'll be Ronnie's turn. But yeah, so Wes, yeah, good points on what they missed.
It's not the first time either.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing. The one thing I've always loved about GI Joe vehicles, the amount of detail,
Yeah.
what you can take out of the toy, the amount of things that just pop.
The detail, like here, I mean, just the undercarriage of it and everything. There's so much detail where there doesn't really need to be, but it's there. It's so cool. It's why we love our GI Joe.
Yeah, Wes, I'm just keeping doing you because you're just like you just love showing off your clean Mamba.
Yeah, it is pretty clean. I was very happy with it, but yeah,
Mine's dusty.
So yeah, the underneath detail you can see even underneath the bomb.
Yep.
Those vents by the knob, that's pretty cool to have those vents there. Use your imagination what that's for. Just whether it's just venting out exhaust or whatnot. Even what'd you call these? I just call them pods, but
their name is the MOLT, the MOLT. It's an acronym.
MOLT.
It's the forced acronym of GI Joe.
So the one thing I think, I mean, the bomb gets in the way, but if these two eject, if the MOLTs eject, there's no weapon now, no guns. It's just got missiles. And if it's got rid of all the missiles and the MOLTs have ejected, this thing, I thought maybe these guns here should have also been on the nose as well.
Well, I mean, when the MOLTs eject, yeah, I mean, really, there's no gun. So
yeah,
on the Mamba. Now it's my turn to show off.
There you
this
go.
Wonderful dusty toy. But yeah, it's only 2 bombs.
Yep.
On the main and 2 missiles on the main body. So yeah,
that's your toys. Come on now,
dude. I haven't cleaned it since I got it.
I use one of those big thick makeup brushes.
Okay.
Gets in all the detail and the cracks and everything. Just
I have a slop sink next to me. This thing needs a bath. But this is like something like you have the bomb on the bottom. Now, if somebody was to 3D print, let's say a gun pod, so you could put a gun pod where that lower bomb is, and then now you have ammunition. So he exhausts his 2 wing bombs. He exhausts his 4 missiles. Because without that, it reminds me of the F4 Phantom.
Yeah.
because the F4 Phantom wasn't planned on having a gun. It was a missile.
No, the first two different versions of it never had a gun built in it. They had to put machine guns on the wing pod. That couldn't have been that effective.
No, it was in the center. It was in the center on the F4 Phantom.
Yeah. F4 Phantom 2, actually, that's when they put the gun in after the fact.
Right. Yeah, when it was planned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After Vietnam.
After Vietnam. No, it was like 73. It was towards the end.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah. But
oh, wait, we forgot something.
Oh, and Lilith is somebody needs to contact Mars, and we know that's the Military Armament Research Syndicate run by James McCullen the 23rd, aka Destro. And they also comment Joe vehicles are like model kits,
especially the Silver Mirage.
yeah. And Yorktown Joe says he has a Gyro Viper, but no Mamba, and he's glad to enjoy it vicariously through us tonight. So I think now we're ready to start with impressions of the toy itself. Casey, would you like to lead us off with that?
Impressions, or are we rating it?
Oh, no, we got to talk about the toy, like how we play with it, how we like it, or things we notice.
I didn't have it as a kid. But if I did, like I said earlier, these would all be fighters. I would have my 3 gyro Vipers in here. They'd spread out, circle. It really is a fantastic toy. I really need to clean mine up. I'm kind of embarrassed to show it off. But it's I could just, being a kid and having one of these, I'd have loved it.
Yeah.
Dropping bombs on Joe. I'm 100% Cobra.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're wearing your ferret shirt. You didn't, quote unquote, lose the flag shirt.
My issue with it is these will not stay on for me.
Huh.
At all. They fall off.
All right. Are the tabs broken, or are they good shape?
They look good shape.
All right. Well, I'll go now. Wes, did you have this as a kid, or is this a new toy for you?
No, this was a new toy for me. So got it for myself on Macari. Watched it for well over a year, waiting for the price to drop. And when Macari would basically came out in December, where they said there were not going to be any extra fees. Whenever Macari added those extra fees, the additional whatever fee, it really spiked the price up because the shipping on this was also pretty heavy too. And I'm like, it basically just doubled the price of this thing. So I was like, ooh, they're waiving fees. Let me go check this out again. Get myself a nice Christmas gift. And so, yeah. And then the shipping fee actually dropped too when I added it to my cart. I'm like, if this would have done this actually when I first tried it, I probably would have got it at the very beginning. But I was surprised it was still available. But anyway, yeah, I would have. When I first saw this as a kid, like I said, 87, I was on my way out pretty much by late summer, especially after seeing the movie. That just kind of just didn't care for that movie as a kid because of Cobra Law. But seeing this thing in that catalog, and 87 catalog video will be out this week.
Nice.
It's one of the vehicles I wanted from 87. And instead I got the C-Ray. I never did. Yeah. I don't know. I talk about it in my video, but no, this thing is, to me, it's a gunship. It's as much as it's carrying, it looks like it's a heavy, like the Hind. The Hind's a gunship.
Yeah.
In real life, it's
So just for the listeners, Gaz and Lilith are having a debate who would win in a fight, Blue Thunder or the Mamba. So they're going back at it.
But yeah, it's a beautiful piece of engineering by the guys at Hasbro back then, and to make the helicopter blades work and everything. It's really cool. Radical design. Love the paint. Love that purple and the black on the molts.
We're gonna make it happen. We're taking it back.
No. I've called them pods up until now. So, and even the Cobra logos being yellow.
Yeah.
It really actually, because normally they're red. And there goes another missile. Same thing on the tail fin. Instead of red, it's yellow. So that's one thing I really like about it. It's just different, and I would have used this as a gunship. And the cool thing with Toy Hacks, real quick, is the fact that they gave you the regular stickers, and then they gave you, if you wanted to put red Cobra symbols. And look,
yeah,
pod 1, pod 2. I don't think those are actually part of the sticker sheet of the original sticker sheet. So
no.
that's
that's
cool.
one. Yeah, Toy Hacks does add a couple extras just to make it.
So shame on them for not calling them a molt. Molt 1, molt 2.
What can you say? I appreciate the effort. They do more. They do go above 100% on everything they do.
Would I have used this?
I would love to get sponsored by them because I love using their stickers when I resticker vehicles.
I wouldn't have played with it as a supersonic helicopter. I wouldn't have gone that way. To me, it's not supersonic.
Right.
Did they ever use it in the comics for supersonic? It wasn't like outrunning any of the jets.
No. The only supersonic helicopter I think the G.I. Joe team had was the X-wing helicopter, powered by windmill.
Yeah.
So, and that is a stretch. And during my research, I found the Sikorsky helicopter that's based off of, which was supersonic. So we'll leave that alone. But anyway, back to the Mamba. I have 2 of these things. They are so intimidating. I love air superiority fighters. To me, this is like a superiority helicopter. This is ground support. This is air to air. It is totally an attack helicopter. It's not like a Hind D, which is an attack helicopter with a troop carrying component.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a utility helicopter like a Black Hawk would be, or a G.I. Joe Tomahawk.
Mm-hmm.
This thing would be, the premier attack helicopter in the G.I. Joe line from 82 to 94 for me. The only thing that would be equivalent to this would be an Apache, but G.I. Joe never made an Apache helicopter. I don't care what you say about the Sonic Fighters. It sucks. But the Dragonfly.
This thing would tear up the Dragonfly.
Yes. Forget Blue Thunder. Forget Airwolf. This against the Dragonfly. No. Dragonfly is going down. I think this going against a Tomahawk. Tomahawk's going down.
Oh, yeah. Tomahawk.
This versus a Locust. Locust is going down. This versus the X-Wing Chopper. It's going to fly away, and it has no chance of taking down the Mamba. And then there's that 1994 helicopter that had the zip line, which is right behind me in my stack of toys. I built that. Oh, God. Yeah, that's going down. The Mamba is the best helicopter for me from 82 to 94. It's just awesome. I love it. Like you said, I love the colors. I love the choices they made. Of all the toys that didn't get reproduced after 94, this is a shame that this one wasn't.
Wasn't it
the Retaliator. Wasn't in the movie. The 87 movie is basically a continuation of 1986 with Cobra La and the Sergeant Slaughter Marauders.
And Falcon.
And I love the movie. I am a movie stan. But it didn't feature anything from 1987. 1987, I can't wait to watch your video, Wes, of the
Catalog.
doing the catalog.
Yep.
Because
you'll be surprised on what you see with some of the reproduction stuff in there. Or the reproduction. I can't think of the term now.
What's up, Zazel?
Oh, Zazel's joining. Zazel's late as always.
Oh, what's going on?
But to me, 1987 was the year that went bigger. You know, they really tried to do more. There was bigger toys than 85, bigger toys than 86. I mean, you got the Defiant, you got the MCC, you got the Mamba, you got so much. 87 was such, and I think it's such an underrated year. I think the figures and the toys, I mean, you got the Mamba, you know, you got the Buzzbore, but then you got Outback. And, you know, you take Cobra La out of it, you know, which a lot of,
take Cobra La out, it's a fantastic year.
Yeah. Yeah. And
right there with
Cobra La is very polarizing.
Cobra La is growing on me.
Well, because of Energon, it's growing on me.
They're doing it right.
And seeing today's picture of Pythona.
Oh my goodness.
I tinkled when I saw that picture too.
Yeah, I said to Casey on an earlier Missal, if they ever did a Pythona in 6-inch, I'm buying it. So I'm paying for a Pulse Premium membership to buy it. Because I have to have one, and I'd rather pay the $50 premium membership than pay scalper pricing. And
go ahead.
No, and the only other thing is they did announce Big Lob. So we'll get our third version of Big Lob. And but I said this in the group chat we're in. I said, with them announcing these characters, I think that also opens the doorway for Super 7 to do O-ring versions. So I would love to see more, you know, another proper O-ring Big Lob, because the first version is stinky. And you know, we never really got we never got an O-ring Pythona. So, but anyway, so Wes, before you started and I continued, and so what were you about to say?
Let's talk about the speed of this thing. So you read that it was, the blueprints dictate that it's supersonic. Order of Battle has it at 210 miles per hour, fully loaded, fully tanked up. Order of Battle has the Dragonfly at 220 miles per hour. The Fang is 175. The Tomahawk is 175. Real world helicopter. So I was curious, what's the fastest helicopter out there in the real world as far as military goes? It's not Blue Thunder and it's not Airwolf. Talking about real stuff. And I went to like 6 different websites, and surprisingly, they all had the Chinook. CH-47 Chinook. But when they put the speed in there, it wasn't the fastest, but they were saying it, like, I don't know, it was weird. It was very confusing. But one of the websites had detailed miles per hour. So the Osprey is 310 miles per hour. That's the fastest one I found. The A64 Apache is 249. The Blackhawk, the current one, the updated one, not the one when it first came out, it's 183 miles per hour. The Chinook is 196. That's actually kind of surprising it's that fast. They never look that fast. Like, they're always just like, it looks like they're, you know, just hovering when they're flying over. The Hind, and current day Hind that the NATO version uses, is 193 miles per hour. The Viper, which is based off of what the Dragonfly was based off of, which was then called the Cobra. I'll get to that one, Lilith, here in a second. That's the Little Bird. It's not as fast as we thought. But the AH-1Z, which is called the Viper now, what the Marines and Navy use, which is technically what the Dragonfly is. That's 200 and I can't read my writing. 250 miles per hour. So you can say that the Dragonfly can go 250 miles per hour. So then technically it's faster than the Mamba according to order of battle. But order of battle has the Dragonfly at 220, which is still faster. And then the little bird, Lilith, little bird.
That's the Magnum PI helicopter
Yeah.
for anybody that is listening in.
Yep. The is 177 miles per hour. Again, this is off the internet and multiple websites, and kind of compared them all and found 3 websites that pretty much all gave the same answers. Damn right, TC's helicopter. It's more agile, definitely. That thing can just like turn on a dime. It's fun to play on in Battlefield 3.
So Ronnie thinks agility would be valued more than straight line speed. So Wes, seeing as how you did I appreciate this level of research.
I figured you'd like that research.
Yeah, no. So did it mention anything about dual rotor helicopters versus single rotor helicopters being agile?
No, I didn't get that deep into it. I mean, the only dual ones I saw, there's one called the Lynx. It's a European helicopter. It was right around the 220, 230 miles per hour. And the only dual rotator one was the Osprey.
Okay.
And they've actually just updated those things too. That is now going to be the new Marine one.
Yeah, I know the Osprey is kind of more of a VTOL than everything vertical takeoff and landing. But I've also heard those things are death traps.
They are. There's always been issues with the Ospreys. From day one, they're always getting grounded.
Yeah. So, so Casey, so now you can see that the United States military has some Cobra in them as well. So, joining us always is Turd Ferguson.
Hey, Turd.
Cobra Fang 2.
Yeah,
we're going to get to the Fang 2 eventually. I love that little thing. I think it's the perfect companion to the Mamba with its color scheme. Just to spoil a little bit, but I don't know, Casey, when we don't even know what we're doing for Missile 101 yet. So, we're just having fun talking about the Mamba. And I had to do something different because Missile 50 was this little forgotten Spy Troops era little armored vehicle. And I had to do something like significant for 100, like something that people would actually like want to listen to. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, are we ready? Is there anything else, Casey, you want to touch on? Oh, media. I think we should talk about media. Basically, it wasn't in the cartoons. Too late for Sunbow, too early for Deke, and it was in the comics.
Yep, it was in the comics. Yes.
So my favorite appearance of the Mamba is the very beginning of the Cobra Island Civil War. I want to say it was issue 73, when essentially the G.I. Joe team infiltrates Cobra Island with a captured Cobra Mamba, and they stuff 3 guys into each one of the
pods or molts.
Molts.
Yep. And Lift Ticket's just like, yep, those guys ain't comfortable.
They took a page out of Sunbow because Sunbow was always adding extra people into all the aircraft. Like 4 people.
Yeah.
Dragonfly.
Everybody can fly a Dragonfly. Everybody can fly a Sky Striker.
So who's flying your Mamba as far as like Army build, right? Get 3 gyro pilots, Vipers.
Yep.
And if not, I do like your scenario, Gary, where the molts. Pod 1 and Pod 2, according to Sticker Hacks. Putting a bat in there is smart. Suicide, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, or you can put, Cobra Troopers because they're Cobra loyalists and they died for the
Vipers.
cause.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a lot of different ways to play with it. It's a very versatile helicopter.
So let's rate it.
And yeah, let's rate it. Casey, why don't you go first?
Are we going 1 through 5 or 1 through 10?
Oh, 1 through 5.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll rate it on a scale of 1 to 5 molts.
All right. I think it's a solid 4 molt. It's awesome, but to me it's not my top tier vehicles for GI Joe, but I do love it.
Okay. And Wes?
I'll go 4.5, 4.5 molts. Yeah, the play features, playability, endless. With the molts being able to eject, you got bombs, you got missiles. You don't have to worry about landing gear, braking or anything like that. And the feature of the helicopter, the blades. Yeah, that's 4.5. 4.5.
4.5. Well, we're just going to keep going up the scale. I'm going to go give this a full 5.
Nice.
5 molts out of 5. This is like, I love helicopters, and this is one of the best ones. It's
The
it
best
is not
out of
the
87?
Best
vehicle out of 87?
Oh, you haven't. We haven't talked about the Defiant. That's going to probably be another 4 years from now. But the Defiant's pretty in the MCC. But for a versatile toy that it's 5 flag points, so that was within the reach of most families. So this might have been a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. It wasn't something that kid was maybe kid was saving up his allowance money, but I think this thing was a lot of toy for what it was. And then I do want to say the one thing that I need to do with my Mamba is I got to get like some wooden wedges to wedge the clips, so this way my rotor blades stay attached when I turn the knob on the bottom. So, all right, well, I don't know. Is there anything else anybody wants to add before we close out this Missal?
I just
Did you
noticed
see the Lilith score?
Oh. Lilith rates this 1,000 molts out of 5.
another detail, and I just noticed it. So this might be tricky. So this right here, where's my finger at? This right here. Can't really tell, but it's almost, this is like the metal plate, like grip, so you don't slip and fall on there. The
diamond plate.
Yes.
So
That's
what
really,
it's missing?
That's really cool that they put that there. That okay, well that's where you step to get in or something, or work on the motor.
Yeah,
oh, you could that detail.
If it's a place where you put feet, then you need to have a little foot peg. Yep. So it's missing the foot peg.
Nah, don't need no foot peg up there. I'll take away from the aesthetics.
And then the other thing I would say is, I don't know. It's like there's just a lot of detail on this thing, and it's
Gav's giving only a 2.5 molt.
2.5 molts. I think he still likes Blue Thunder better.
Yeah.
Gaz is saying the Skyhawk would make Swiss cheese out of the Mamba. And the Skyhawk can double as a water skiing vehicle.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day.
Man, Casey, we got to do the Skyhawk eventually.
That'd be fun.
That'd be
Eagle
Hawk. Oh yeah,
I have both. Came with lift ticket.
Yep. I paid. I at one point I had like 8 of them, and the most I paid for was like $14 because they were on clearance at Toys R Us. So I bought them. I think the lowest I paid on an Eagle Hawk was $7.
You get Zazel's comment.
I'll just put rotor blades on the Triple T.
Wow, one's much on Turd's comment. He has one that's darker. I wonder if that's just the age of the plastic that darkened. Oh, stored in the attic. There we go. Yep.
And retro bright. I am not an expert on retro brighting. So either of you?
Nope. No, I'm not sure what that is, but I've taken a Storm Shadow. I've taken something else out in the sun with peroxide. One of my beater Outbacks with his chest piece out there. 2 days in a Ziploc bag and just put it in the sun. And it whitened up pretty good, but it also whitens the skin tone as well. So it'll whiten everything. So yeah, that was with peroxide. But
all right. Casey, do you want to go first? Tell everybody where they can catch more of you.
Actually, you can catch me tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Wes will be on. And yep. And who else we got? Third Wave Sabotage.
Wow. Yeah, so Third Wave Sabotage will be joining Podcast from the Pit.
So it should be a good time. So you can catch us there always.
Saturday mornings with Podcast from the Pit. And they also have a fun Facebook group as well.
And Instagram. And we do have X, but I never use it.
Yeah.
I need to.
No, you don't.
I need to reach out on all my socials.
Yep. And then for more of me, you can catch me at Chaplain Joe Pod on Facebook, X, and Instagram. I have the other stuff too, but I don't use them nearly as much. Really enjoying Instagram right now, better than the other two, but still getting great engagement on X and still getting, on Facebook, just posting. Beside from promoting the podcast and promoting these great T-shirts that we're wearing tonight to support the channel because StreamYard ain't free. But just posting silly stuff as well as stuff. Got some interesting comments with the memes of CEOs, embracing their employees, and I did Destro with Zarana, a little Deke inspired.
Yeah.
Fun. And then so at Chaplain Joe Pod for me, and feel free to sound off about how you like the Mamba or hate the Mamba, or how Blue Thunder and Airwolf could totally take out TC and the Mamba. And Wes, you're tonight's special guest. Why don't you tell the listeners where they can find you?
They can find me on Instagram at JoeHunter73, and they can also go and find me on YouTube. For now, I've been doing videos since May.
Yeah.
Pretty much steadily anyway. So I got a video coming out later this, not this week because it's Friday. Next week, probably Wednesday, Thursday-ish on the 1987 catalog. So that's just, I think it's JoeHunter73 on YouTube. And I'm also on X/Twitter. And that means you got it from Casey or Gary.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
So Turd's got a flag shirt. Thank you. Yeah, Thank you, Turd. So what was, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This was fun. This was
really fun. And
thank
Casey,
you for the chat too. Everyone in the chat.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks for coming out. This is Missal 100.
Congratulations.
Casey, thank you.
Confetti bombs.
Yeah.
Big old explosion. Some confetti comes down.
Yeah, couldn't have done this without Casey. I couldn't have done this today without Wes. But most of all, to all the listeners, to all the viewers, thank you so much for coming out, supporting, listening, interacting, being silly, being serious, telling me I got it right, telling me I got it wrong. I really do appreciate all of that. And with that all said and done, let's see. Oh yeah. But with all that said and done, the Chaplain Says Motorpod is a strange but not a strange nerdy little brother of the pint, a pop culture podcast. And I don't say that because he doesn't know what a mamba is, but he's listening in anyway. And one final missile for the masses. Be decent to each other.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Good night.